towards an important question. So your question is about, will the same teacher be teaching, for example, only will an IPR teacher, because you have opted for an IPR course, considering that only will an IPR teacher be basically be taking an interview, and will your micro presentation topic be linked only to IPR, intellectual property rights? As I said, answer would be like very clear that you can get questions from anywhere. That's the reason last time, if you remember, Christ University had basically sent out a list of 24 set of, I think, 105 or 104 set of micro presentation topics. I showed it to you. I think, yes, for the fact I've showed it to all of you guys to go through all those important set of what micro presentation topics. Go through that. One. Second, for law people, they can even ask anything about law also, as the this one. What do you call for your interview preparation? Now, along with that, they can also ask you about in the micro presentation. As I said, always they have one important policy. They can ask about current affairs, or it could be anything general. They can ask about, what do you think about capital punishment. One, they can ask you about what do you feel about scrapping of section 370, हमारा Jammu and Kashmir का issue. Do you think is it valid or not? This is one particular thing. Now, recent judgment of Supreme Court, they also challenge the constitutional validity, right? About this thing. Now they can also ask something about, write it down. No, I'm not telling jokes away here. All of you take the paper and write down the topics. One, micro presentation first topic could basically be about, yeah. So micro presentation first topic could basically be about capital punishment in India. What do you think? Capital punishment. Done. Second thing, scrapping of Article 370. Was it a right choice by the government or not? And what do you agree with the Supreme Court decision or not?
Okay.
Section 370, capital punishment written.
Yeah.
And recently in the news, there was about this LGBTQ community, they got the right side. What is that? What is that section?
377.
377. Now, what did the Supreme Court say regarding it?
Like right to
They
association.
have assigned the thing to the parliament to decide.
Like legislature should decide.
Legislature should basically be deciding for the same.
And they said that right to union in a sense, like all the people, like not only to the this thing, labor unions and all, it's about the people also.
It's not
right to union.
People's right also should basically be protected for the same.
Right to form association.
Right to form associations. Perfect. Now, great. Now, what is your views regarding the three major prominent laws being brought up by the parliament? A repeal of the three laws. What are those three laws? Tell me.
Sir,
DNS, DNSS.
Okay, one by one. Okay, there are three laws. One by one we can take. Yeah, Revan, tell me.
BNS, BNSS.
What is it? Full form.
BS is Bharatiya Saksha.
Oh.
BNSS is Bharatiya Nagarik Surakshita Sanhita.
Okay.
One more thing is Bharatiya Nagarik Surakshita.
Okay.
IPC.
Okay. IPC. Second one, which law was it? Was it repealed? Divyani,
BNSS.
It was CRPC.
CRPC.
Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and one is Bharatiya
Indian Evidence.
and
Bharatiya Saksha
Act. These three.
This could be a very hot topic. They can surely ask you for the same. Okay. Yeah, Rida. Yeah, Rida, you can also answer. Okay, it's totally fine. You can unmute and tell it. And Rida, if you're able to, like, this is the only first time I'll be allowing you to turn off the camera. But generally, we have a policy that if sessions are attended, camera should be turned down. Okay. Now, coming back to the next important topic. Now tell me which.
Sir, whether they can ask about this thing, Uniform Civil Code and Sedition Law.
Yeah, it's a very hot topic. Yes.
So in the criminal law, they have removed a sedition law. That is the biggest.
Yeah, now it's basically removed. But generally, last year's analysis, I've properly written about this particular thing. Yes, I'm making sense. Right about that. Uniform Civil Code, UCC. And then the next one, Revant, Sedition Law.
Sedition Law.
And Anti-Defection Law. Write it down. All of you write it down.
So the electoral bonds is also, I think, trending.
Yeah, put that up. Electoral bond.
Sir, like if they ask about this thing, sedition law, same-sex marriage thing, like we should tell citations also, or else only regarding brief.
If you're able to give cases, it would be great. Got it. Case names, if you're able to give it, it would be great. But it is not required from especially. I think if Divyani answer would be making sense because she's an LLM student. So it will be some kind of reasonable expectations would be there from an LLM person. But especially people like Riddhi, what about you? You are also from applying for BALLB or BBLLB?
I'm applying for BBLL.
Well, Christ, Symbiosis.
Symbiosis and Christ both.
Okay, perfect. All right. So this also applies to you. So even Rida, you also for the fact you're applying for UG course, right?
Yeah, BBLLB.
Perfect. So for five of you over here, it is fine for you to not know every case laws in specific because it is natural to be understood that you are just learning, you have just completed 12th grade, then you're learning for 5 years course. That's totally fine. But for example, Divyani, in your case, prominent landmark case judgments should basically be given importance. Landmark case judgments. Okay, and also one more thing, I'm not complicating you the process of preparing, right? Just don't, I'm like, I know for the fact I'm just giving you a lot of input, but for the fact, little by little, if you're able to prepare, it would be fine. When the interview happens, you'll be like, oh, for this only Pawan asked us to learn this much. But that also can be happening. Why? Because it depends for each person. Some person's interview will be very tough, whereas some people's interview will be very easy. We cannot predict anything. So we always put this formula in math, right? Like our parents don't used to know, but start practicing very tough sums so that any questions is asked, any easy question is asked, you'll be able to answer it. Similar way, आपका जो भी interview preparation है, उसका पूरा आपको just keep in one important element is about prepare in a very tough level. Got it? All of you, clear, right? Prepare in such a tough level. Anyway, you're preparing. Prepare in a very tough level. It will help you in your entrance exam also. True? Right, where you'll also be a very informed citizen. So before starting college also you'll be very well prepared. And obviously if college start also, what is the major thing they're going to discuss? Tell me. They're going to discuss most of the time current affairs only, so it's going to be helping you
Current
all the
affairs and the relating judgments that have been given by the Supreme Court
exactly,
and High Court.
exactly. So it's nowhere going to be waste for you guys. Trust me, it's nowhere going to be waste for you. You will literally understand the worth of it at least at lateral point.
So one more thing, judicial appointments.
NJAC, National Judiciary
Yeah.
Appointment Commission. Yeah. I think I'm so sorry, Divyani. 1 second, I'll just take your question. So NJAC, that's a very important topic. Recently, hot debate topic. If I'm not wrong, recently President also commented regarding the same. We should be having all kind of appointments. So if you observe, all kind of appointment of judges are basically done by whom?
So it's a kind of collegium system. It is not present in the Constitution of India, but it is evolved to the judgments of the Supreme Court during the 1991, 93, 94. So the judgments, they have been formed a collegium system which comprises of eminent judicial officers of the Supreme Court. And then there is a comprise of the Chief Justice of India and other Supreme Court judges. They are validating all those judgments given by the respective High Court judges and also eminent other Chief Justices of the High Courts. And then they are just appointing the Supreme Court judges. Recently, Chandrachud ji addressed in a function where he had just stated that the process of the collegium system is very complicated, and then we are
Harvard
just
University
validating. Yes, sir. Sir, I'm just it came out from the YouTube session.
Harvard University.
Harvard University, I think so. In that, we stated that we are just doing in a very transparent way, and then we are just taking on the merit basis, and there it is not based on any external influences, and also it is not truly free of nepotism.
Perfect, correct, exactly. See, guys, one important rule in our session is about you prepare, learn something, and come explain it over here. Got it. See, I'll tell you one important thing. Okay, see, bro, I did a lot of research. Okay, from past three, I did a little more advanced course and all in terms of interview. Recent days also, and passed on my 3 years experience. Never write and learn for an interview. Okay, this is the one important technique. Never write and learn for an interview. It's one of the biggest stupidest thing which any student does it. You know why? Instead of writing and learn, speak and learn. That's how you prepare for an interview. For example, today Riddhi is there, Rida is there. Now you people want to learn something, you're not going to write down. I know I used to get really annoyed when students actually write down every answers and come, Pawan, can you please dictate, let me write down. You can write down questions and all beyond a point of time, it's time. But whenever you're preparing for an interview, one simple policy. What is it? It's like what? You're going to speak and practice. You're going to speak, practice, learn, speak, practice, learn, speak, practice, learn, speak, practice, learn. If not, it'll be entire waste. To be honest, it'll be waste. Just think that you have a lot of knowledge within yourself. If you're not able to deliver at the right time, at right space, then it doesn't make sense. So today, Priyan was able to explain about this particular thinking. Yeah, exactly. Self-speaking is also fine, but whenever you get an opportunity like this, explain the concepts. Now, for example, none of you do not know what this collegium system. He explained it. Write it down this particular topic. Go do your homework for today. Just read something and come back tomorrow, and we can also discuss over it. Got it. So something we can do. See, I'm not for the fact I'm not taking a lot of time because I have very clear intention that all of you have a board exam coming up nearby. So even though we are having that half an hour discussion, it's fine. Board exam is also apparently important. You guys have many other kind of prior. Half an hour dedication time would be fine for this. And in case after this you're able to do your daily course, it's fine. But I think this policy applies for all of you. Now you can tell me, Divyani. If not, we can go with the questions. Tell Divyani, what is it? You were raising your hand, right?
Oh no, I'm thinking of that. I wasn't particularly saying anything. I was concurring what Kavi Priyan was saying. Ki our collegium system is important. Like the news is all over the places only.
Yeah, so now you can write 2 points of here. One is the collegium system. Write it down. You do not know, go do your homework. All of you who do not know here, collegium system. This is the 9th topic I've given to you. 9th topic for today. 10th topic is about what? The recent president said no, it should basically be, no, they'll ask you a particular question for your interview. Okay? Do you think that the appointment of judges should be done by the government? This could be a question. I'm not asking the answer for you, but I'm asking you to go research upon it. Okay? Appointment of the judges should be done by the government. National Judicial Appointment Commission should be coming under the government. So there was a famous Justice Charameshwaran. So we had to remember this. He was the one who gave a dissenting opinion. He was only one. It was a very constituted lengthy bench, and only one judge gave in favor of this particular thing. But others all president just it didn't go. It didn't. The actually judgment was not favored for this. So just read into this about NGSC, and I'll be asking questions at any point of time. Be prepared and come. If you're spending time over here, you have to do your homework. Okay, simple formula. And for the fact, Divyani, Ramswarup, and Revant, if you guys are going to be working with me for parallel this one, you guys will be having a lot of current affairs reading. You'll also be learning mentally, and like you guys will be able to answer up all things prior and none. It should be like that particular thing. So just make sure that your reading skill at least every day it is priorly there. Okay, now after coming up to the next important, any doubts till now? 10. Okay, I gave so much topics. If you want to be like next
Sir,
session,
during the interview, sir, should our views be like neutral or something like that?
I personally feel that always giving neutral opinion is the best. I like to be like a diplomat, so neither favoring, neither going against it. Let me give you an example. So now, for example, if Divyani is my teacher, okay, and I am attending Divyani's panel, okay. Now, for the fact Divyani, for the fact for the fact she does not support LGBTQ community, she don't like LGBTQ community. It's totally fine. It's absolutely fine. And it's her own beliefs and so on. Now I come very happily tell to the Divyani's panel that no, see, I completely support LGBTQ community. They should be given rights for the same. This is how it needs to be happen. You constantly tell her, don't you think that somewhere she'll be like, oh, what is this guy telling? He's going against the community. So she'll also try to argue beyond a point of time. And we all are ultimately have to understand that interviewers are also like humans, right? I'm not telling about one particular college. Any particular college, we all have our own biases, right? Our own favorism, our own kind of priorities, right? Right? Am I true? Our own things. So you have to consider
Yes.
whenever. I think one big mistake students do while preparing for an interview is about they don't think from the lens of an interviewer. They just prepare from the lens of an interview. For example, if Riddhi is attending my interview, she just think that okay, I am a student and I have to answer so and so particular way. She's thinking from an interviewer, and it's absolutely fine. But that is not the way. When you think like an interviewer, your way of perception of answering becomes completely different. Right? Just close your eyes and just visualize. Okay, if I was an interviewer, how would I be respond to this particular answer? Okay, if I was an interviewer, would I be satisfied with this particular answer? And also do not, I'll be telling many tips, like there are many. I think I've written a book about interviews, so I have lot of tips to share with you day by day. I'll be like, I have literally many things to share with you, but so much gyan if I give, you guys will be like, Pawan, please, I'm not joining for the session. So today 10 topics is given. Go prepare, go do your homework. It's fine. Even though we are going little by little, it's absolutely fine. But just do not for the fact, for God's sake, make sure that you're not like overloading yourself with a lot of information. And I don't want to create that as a burden. I have 2 minutes. Do you have any doubts?
So, mate.
Yeah, dear.
Sir, for the current affairs thing, I'm just not part of your internship program. This I also stated the reason for why
Yeah,
I'm
koi
just
baat nahi, no problem.
not part of the station.
It's
Sir,
optional. I'm like, it's fine. I'm okay with
no,
it.
sir. I'm just I said the reason, but I am just really wanted to join, but
No,
situationally
it's
it is not.
totally fine. I'm just
Uh,
so
okay, sir.
actually Rida and Riddhi, just to keep you an update. So there's something called as we are opening up an internship. This one for the students, and we have been working on a national project called as Project Nyay. So it's like group of law students across India. We're going to come together. We're going to teach law in different kind of regional languages, so and so. So this is one of our national projects which we've been working for. We have a couple of 11 interns who's working with this. So we're just calling out students whoever was interested to work with this. So these students' responsibility to curate current affairs partners. So it's optional. If you want, you can join. It's not totally. So people who are joining, they'll be getting an LOR, letter of recommendation, completion certificate, so and so particular things they'll be getting. And parallel, you'll be learning interview things, many things, little more in depth. You'll be working core with us. So this is the major thing. So yeah, just to keep you all in the loop. And Divyani, any doubt? Ram Swaroop,
Sir, 1 minute,
Devang.
sir. Let me complete my doubts. So,
Yeah.
wait 1 minute, sir. So, for the current affairs part, I'm just preparing my points and points, sir. That's like I just marking all those points that are very validly important. And then the second thing is, which I have to focus on the it's like the position-based news. Like this is the first thing which has happened. This is the judges that I have appointed during this time of period, or this is the famous judges. And the questions related to the judges who are famous, and then also the persons who are famous in the field of law. It's like relating to that because you have stated in a video of yours, Pawan, in
Yeah,
this
I will be
YouTube
coming up.
channel.
See, bro, I'm not giving so much information for the fact. Little by little, we're just going through. So every day, like
Okay.
little by little, because anyway, I had planned something ahead. So Divyani asked me the question so that I had to focus a little more on micro presentation today. So that's why I just debated the entire conversation today. So it's fine. I will be taking up. We have a lot of time actually, 4 months something. But little by little, half an hour preparation would be fine. That's what I personally think.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No problem.
Okay,
Thank
we
you.
will go little by little, but what we are giving little by little, you prepare. That's more than enough. Okay.
So okay, sir. No
Okay,
problem.
that's more than enough. More than enough means I'm like it's required more, but yeah, yeah. Fast. We have a other meeting, all three of you. Yes.
Oh, but just very quick, I was going to say from the next session, it will be like really great if everybody of us could speak for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes on the topics that you have given. Like that would be like great. It will
Perfect. Done. Why not? We'll do it. Provided me
keep
you
it
guys are agreeing for
shy.
the same. Done. All of you. Okay. I'll allocate the topics now. Okay. Uh, I'll give it the allocate the topics right now, and then we'll end the meeting because there's one more meeting which all the interns we have now. Yeah, Riddhi. Quickly. Yeah.
Sir, can you tell me how exactly this works? Do you have to attend all the meetings?
I'm like, if you, it's voluntary. If you want to prepare for this one, you can just join for this one. As of now, it's completely free. You can just come
So
attend.
is it only for the Christ University or Symbiosis?
Only people who are preparing for law. This session regularly happens for preparing any law college interview.
Okay.
Okay, all right. And one more thing. Okay, let me allocate the topic first. Okay.